say. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, she went off on the trainer, y'all.
My coworker went off on the trainer. And when she went off on the trainer, everything just stopped. Everything just stopped. And that poor lady, that trainer, you know, she's from up north and she got that Jersey accent, and you know they have tough skin. So certain things like that don't get to them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she's been a trainer long enough to be able to deal with different attitudes. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But if you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, fam. So basically, guys, I am here to talk to you guys about what happened.
It's about to get real. Shit about to get real.
You know, like I was saying the other day, that you're always going to have a rotten apple somewhere in your life, somewhere, anywhere on what you're doing in life nowadays. This older lady, right? There's a lot of older people in my class. And they all seem to be sitting up in the front of the class. You know what I'm saying? So the way the class is structured is like, they have like 4 tables with monitors in front of you and computers or whatever in front of you. So it's like 4 lined up, right? Here's the front of the classroom and here's the tables. They're like lined up. And the lady that went off in front of, that went off on the trainer, she sits up in the front with this older guy named, let's just call him Jim. And he's 56 because he made it clear. And she's 70. She always talks about her age, how old she is. And then the lady, the older lady that sits behind her, she never mentions her age. She never talks about her age, but you can tell she's old enough. You know what I'm saying? Because all the wrinkles and stuff like that. And then all the young people sits in the back. And there's some young people that sat all the way up in the front, but those are the rotten apples that left the company. They're no longer with the company. So, you know, she always seems to like the 70-year-old always complaining about how old she is. She can't get this right or that right or nothing right? She's always complaining. She's always grumpy.
Stop it. Get some help.
And she's the type of person, okay, so she has like 2 names, right? Let's just say that her name is Mary Jane, okay? So supposedly she doesn't like her first name because her first name is her mother's name. And the second name she preferred to be called. So she told us that from the jump. And she kept telling us that, right? And I guess the trainer struck a nerve with her and called her both names. And boy, oh boy, I guess she was having a bad morning. Or was it? It was early afternoon. Yeah. No, I guess she was having a bad morning.
Okay, that lady was having a bad morning.
And she went off on the trainer and said, I told you I go by Jane. Bitch, I'm fucking weak. Everything just stopped at that point. We were all in class and everybody just, because we were all in the middle of, what were we doing? Oh, we were gathering our things so we can go and figure out where we were going to sit, right? Because we were in a training class. Everybody just stopped and looked at Mary Jane's way. And when I looked at the trainer's face, she was red in the face. You know how Caucasian people, like, their reaction shows up because they're lighter than us? She was blushing so hard that you can tell that she was so embarrassed. And I felt bad for her because not only is that 70-year-old lady giving her a hard time, but it was other students in there that was giving her, it was other people in there that was giving her a hard time. And not even people, adults. These are not children. We're like old enough to know what we're doing and what we're not doing. But you still want to be disrespectful and be rude towards this lady. You don't know what this lady have to deal with every day. And that's where I come in, guys, when I talk about respect. And it just really hurt me that she had to go through that situation, that she was in a messed up situation having to deal with that. So then the trainer was like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that it affected you that bad. Then I'll start calling you Jane. And she was like, yes, I kept telling you my mom did not love me as a kid, and I don't know why they named me after her. I don't love my mother. Okay.
Don't tell your mom.
Okay, so whatever personal crap you got going on,
Do not bring it to work.
nobody needs to know how you feel about your mother. Nobody needs to know what your mother did to you, your childhood years, because you a whole 70 and you worried about your childhood years. Like, let it go. Like, listen. I know some people go about handling things differently, dealing with things differently, and accepting things differently. But you a whole 70. A whole 70-year-old woman. And you're still bringing up stuff that happened in your preteen years. Not even a teenager, preteen.
What?
I at this point, some people be saying, oh, Caucasians this, Caucasian that. No, it ain't a Caucasian thing. It's just people are weird, period. People are weird, period. People like to point fingers at other people for no reason. So what, your mother made a mistake? So what, your mom wasn't ready to be a mother? So what? You are here on this earth obviously for a reason. And your mom is no longer alive. So why are you worried about that? Why are you keep bringing this lady name in vain when she's long gone? That thing there really hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, and I was like, you know what? I'm so sorry. Like, I apologize for everybody that disrespected her in the class and that has no respect for her. I told her, I said, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. I said, it takes a strong person like yourself to have to deal with this, because I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I wouldn't be able to. I don't care how much money they paying me. Listen, someone disrespects me, I'm not going off on you no more. You're just not going to have your job anymore. Simple. And then she's not the only person that she went off on. The trainer's not the only person this lady went off on. This lady is going through a lot of mental issues that she actually needs to get a therapist. She says that she's with the AAA. The AAA is not helping her. She needs to find another resolution, because she went off on the trainer that's supposed to be helping us while we're on the floor, because the trainer that we that was actually training us in the room, we will no longer have her, because she has to go to another, I don't know if she's doing it online or she has to go to another state to train a couple of people, but we will no longer have her. So we will be switching up to another, he's a supervisor actually, he's not a trainer, so he'll be looking over us until we start our new schedule. Guys, we start our new schedule on the 7th, so I'm excited. So I'm actually off on Tuesday and Wednesday and Saturday, so I cannot wait to have a me time. Oh my gosh, this has finally come to an end, because this Monday through Friday crap has been killing me. First of all, they said training will be for a whole week. This was not supposed to happen, guys, for me to be staying in training for this long, but I'm happy I did. But anyway, so she went off on the supervisor. This lady. So the supervisor, you know, they constantly complain about, you know, wearing your mask. And one of the girls came over to visit us and they went off on her saying that, oh, she cannot come and visit like that because due to COVID, you know, they're trying to keep it that distance or whatever like that. And she went off, the 70-year-old lady. She's like, well, we're no longer in a pandemic. The guy was like, really? Where did you get that notice from? Because we ain't getting no notice like that. She was like, well, you guys don't have us fill out the COVID health assessment no more. So obviously that means that you guys aren't following the COVID. So why is it a problem that people come and visit us at our desks? Yo, that was another blank stare that was happening again. And at this point, I wanted to tell this lady so bad, like, calm down, Mary Jane. Like, I wanted to tell her, calm down, Jane. It's okay, it's okay. But when two Caucasians get into an argument, you better back off because they like black people. I was like, this lady ain't messing around. She coming for everybody throat, okay? For everybody throat. And if she ever comes for my throat, guess what? I'm going to let her because she's older than me. And like I told y'all, I was raised with a whole bunch of respect. So any elderly person that comes up to me the wrong way, I am not cussing you out. I'm going to be like, you right. You right. But yo, she went off on that man. And he's a man. He's not a woman. So he gave her a major attitude. I don't know if but he seemed like it. But he said something, well, he was like, well, I'm just doing my job. So if you don't like it, then, and then that's when he looked at the trainer. He was like, why is she acting like this? She's acting like she's not aware of this. She was like, the trainer was like, well, everybody is aware of this. And then she's like, the 70-year-old Mary Jane is like, well, I don't think that it's fair, aware or not. I'm like, oh my God. But this time you can't really see my facial expression, y'all, because I have a whole mask on. And a lot of them, they don't wear their mask. I wear my mask. So, yeah, so I'm just like, oh my God. And it got to a point where it got really nasty, to a point where that supervisor, the guy was like, I'm just saying, I'm just doing my job. So if you don't want to follow it, we'll see how long you last here. And she was like, yeah, The 70-year-old lady was like, yeah, And then she turns around and act like nothing happened. And she started a conversation with me. I'm like, oh my God, did this just happen? And guys, I don't know how I'm going to do it with waking up so early. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I don't know how I'm going to do it with waking up so early, because my shift is at 7 o'clock in the morning, guys. So that means I have to go to bed super early, which I don't know how to do. I don't know how to wait. I'm just going to have to buy some comfortable clothes or just sleep in my clothes. Take a shower at night, sleep in my clothes. So when I wake up, all I got to do is just wash the important parts of my body. Like my face, brush my teeth, and wash my vagina.
Got it.
And then I leave work at 5:30. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? But yeah, that lady was just on a cussing spree. Fussing. She wasn't cussing nobody out. She was fussing people out. Because I guess that when you get to that age, and because she had a lot of personal other things going on with her, because she did mention that she got evicted. And she said within her 70 years, she's never been evicted before. And this is really hard on her. And I think that's where all that is coming from.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And then she met this guy, which is now her boyfriend, that she's going to be moving in with him. Because guys, oh my gosh, rent has gotten straight up the roof, like unbelievably high. that not even one person could afford it. Probably like 2 people together, if they, you know, if you put money to the side or whatever, then you'll be able to afford it. That's why I'm doing 2 jobs right now, guys, so I can be able to afford it. And I get where she's coming from. It is stressful, but these are not the people that you need to go off on. It's not their fault you're going through this. Some people don't realize it. Sometimes whatever personal shit you got going on, you got to keep it outside of work. I know it's hard. Trust me, I should be the last person saying this. But by the end of the day, that's how it should be, guys. Because, I mean, it's just going to make you look bad by the end of the day. It ain't going to make nobody else look bad. It's just going to make you look bad because you're bringing all your problems to work. And one thing about Caucasian people, I realize that they talk about their problems. They open up to anybody. They don't care who you are. They don't care how you're going to judge them. They open up to you. They let you know what's going on in their life. And I automatically thought that was crazy because for a person like me, because I'm very antisocial, and I think because I'm shy and I like to keep my problems to myself, that I just think that it's not normal. But then again, it is normal. It is normal because sometimes you do need someone to talk to. Sometimes you do need to express your feelings to a complete stranger. But I don't know. And it's funny how she opens up to everyone. And the crazy part was in training class, she sat by the guy I was telling you about named Jamie. And did I say his name was Jamie? Well, the one that was 56 years old. And he just be like in his own little world. When the lady just be like, oh, I don't know how to work the system. I don't know how to log into it. How do you log into it again? He don't even try to attempt to help her because he be tired of her bull crap. The only time he try to help her is when he try to avoid the trainer from getting up from her seat or whatever. Because the trainer, she is a heavy set. She's a short, heavy set lady. So her getting out of her chair takes a lot out of her to do so. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of overweight people over here. And I think that I'm one of them. Because there's so many restaurants here, guys, that all you want to do is eat. But no, guys, once I start my new schedule, which is going to be next week, I'm going to start going to the gym. The gym is charging me every month. I didn't realize that until I checked my bank account. I was like, no way, I'm still getting charged. I need to take my butt to the gym. Show do. Show do. Guys, I think that when people act the way they act, it's a reason why. They probably got a lot going on where the only way that they can like really release all that pain and whatever situation they're going through is to lash off on people.
I'm not around with you.
And guys, I'm going to tell you this, that there's other ways to go about it. I know a lot of people ain't fortunate to get a therapist or whatever like that. But reach out to someone. Go on the website, type in free therapy or something like that. Google the crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be some free groups out there, free therapy grouping out there where you can find help. You can, because you shouldn't be going off on someone that has nothing to do with you being stressed out, you dealing with your personal issues. I just honestly think that's not fair. That's you just being selfish as a person. You're like basically blaming the person for what you're going through, which I think is crazy. But yeah, that lady went off on both managements, both staffs, however you want to name them. You get what I'm saying? She don't care. She don't care at all. And like I told you guys, where I live is a retirement city, so the majority of them will be, older people, like elderly people, citizens, senior citizens. And I love them because you know why? Because they still work. I don't like the lazy ones that just sit on Social Security and then just call in and start moping and complaining. Social Security ain't paying me enough for this, paying me enough. Well, take your ass to work. Go do something. Stop complaining. I love the fact that when they come, you know, they enjoy what they do and they work hard. Unlike us young people, we do half of a job. They do 100%. You know, they put in 100% work. I love that. I love to see that. And it's amazing. So, with that said, if you like this video, go ahead, like and comment and subscribe. Even if you don't like it, just like it anyway, because obviously you do. You took this long to watch it and to get this far in this video. So go ahead and like it. Guys, I really love all the support that you continue giving me. Thank you so much. Keep the comments and questions coming. And I got so much more to give. Love you guys, and you take care. Bye.
Real hot girl.